Most people think confident people are easy to spot. They think confidence looks loud, arrogant, obvious. Wrong. The most truly confident people do not shout at you. They do not brag about themselves. They do not show off. No, they are quiet. They are calm. They act like they have nothing to prove. But those behaviors, they are signals designed to command respect, plant authority in the room, and make people trust you without you even trying. And here's what nobody tells you. Confident people use the same 5 signs every single time. Once you know what to look for, you can use them instantly. You will see the change before you even feel it, and you will protect your peace like never before. So today, I'm breaking down the 5 hidden signs confident people always show, why they use them, and exactly how to use them to change how people see you. Because your respect is yours, your power is yours, and nobody gets to take that from you with their judgment. Let us go. You're in a room full of people, waiting for a meeting, waiting for a date, feeling a little nervous. You're anxious, you feel the pressure, and then you start doing it. You start tapping your foot, checking your phone. Sounds innocent, right? Like you're just busy. But wait, look closer. You're not checking messages. You're not doing work. You went straight to your pacifier, your shield, your escape. Why? Because insecure people cannot stand the stillness, so they try to look busy to hide their nerves, make themselves look occupied, make themselves feel safe from judgment. Here's the trap. The second you start fidgeting, you lose. Now you're broadcasting your fear, showing your anxiety like a neon sign. But you don't need to. When confident people wait, they're comfortable in the silence. So instead of twitching, they sit still. They embrace the boredom. They make others wonder what they're thinking. And if you fall for the fidgeting, you'll look like you're saying, "Please don't look at me," or "I'm not comfortable here," or "I want to be somewhere else." See that? You just made yourself smaller. You apologized for taking up space. You leaked your power. That's exactly what insecurity does, because now you look weak. Now people can tell themselves, "Oh, he's nervous. He's not a threat." They took your presence and made it invisible, and you helped them do it. So what do you do instead? Simple. Freeze and say nothing. No tapping, no scrolling, just stillness. Or say, "I'm comfortable right here." Keep it still, keep it calm, keep it solid. Do not give away your nervous energy. Do not give them a sign that you're rattled, because your body is your business. How you move is your business. How you wait is your business. And real leaders, they don't twitch when they're waiting. They own the stillness. They look like they have all the time in the world. But insecure people, they tap, they check, they try to run away. They want to distract themselves so they don't feel exposed. Do not let them. Protect your presence. Okay, next one. You're talking to someone new, a potential boss, a new date, someone you want to impress. Maybe you're asking for a raise. Maybe you're sharing an idea. Maybe you're just introducing yourself. And you catch their eyes, and then you look down. Boom, your status drops. Now you are submitting yourself, thinking, "Wait, I didn't mean to do that. I was just thinking." But stop. Think about this for a second. You did not look to the side. You did not look up to think. You did not blink slowly. You looked down at the floor. You went straight to submission, straight to hiding, straight to making yourself smaller. That is not politeness. That is fear. Wearing a mask. When you look down, people feel your hesitation. They see you retreating, backing away, giving up your ground, giving them the power over you. And instead of respecting you, they feel dominant, powerful, in charge. So they treat you like a follower. Not because they are better than you, but because breaking eye contact downwards signals that you agree that they are above you and you are below. They take the lead, they control the frame, and they do it because you gave them permission with a single glance. So you think you're being nice, but you're not being nice. You are protecting yourself from the intensity of being truly seen, while they stay strong. Think about it. If you were truly confident, you would hold it. You would look them in the eyes. You would say, "I am here and I am not hiding." But insecure people do not do that. They just drop their gaze and look away. They break the connection and leave you looking weak. So how do you respond? Stay locked. Look them in the eye and hold it 1 second longer than is comfortable. No staring contest, no creepy look, just confidence, just connection. You can also say with your eyes that I am listening and I am not afraid. Or I would rather be awkward than be submissive. Because here's the truth. Eyes are the window to status. And you cannot let your old habits become your cage. Real confidence holds the gaze even when it's intense. They say, I see you, and you see me. Insecure people, they just look down and disappear. They don't want to connect, they want to hide. Do not let them. Your voice is worth being seen. This one hurts the most. You get a question, you're under pressure, you're on the spot. Everyone is looking at you, waiting for an answer. Maybe it's a tough question from a client. Maybe it's a challenge from a friend. Maybe it's an accusation, and you immediately start talking, blurting out words, speaking fast, filling the silence as fast as you can. Now, suddenly you feel frantic, you feel rushed. You start stumbling over your own sentences just to make them happy. But wait, stop right there. Why is their question an emergency for you? Why does their silence scare you? I'll tell you exactly why. Insecure people want to please everyone. They want to be helpful, fast, agreeable, harmless. Because when you rush, when you hurry, when you answer immediately, it signals that you value their time more than yours. It signals that you are afraid of the pause. And instead of looking intelligent, instead of looking thoughtful and in control, you look panicked, you look eager. You don't say, let me think about that for a second. You don't say, that's an interesting point. No, you make yourself sound desperate for approval. You punish yourself for taking space. You attack your own authority. Think about how crazy that is. You are rushing to answer a question that they asked you. Does that sound like a leader? Does that sound like power? Does that sound like confidence? No, that's pleasing. That's anxiety. That's rush. They want the answer now, the you who jumps when they say jump, the you who obeys, the you who rushes. So what do you say? Do not rush. Do not speed up. Do not try to fill the silence immediately. Just look at them calmly and wait. Count to 2 inside your head, or say, let me think about that for a second. Then speak slowly, speak clearly, speak deliberately. Because real confidence takes its time. They know their words have value. Insecure people, they want to fill the gap, the silence they can't handle. Do not rush, ever. Take your time. You owe that to yourself. Imagine this. You are stating an opinion. You're making a choice. Maybe you're deciding where to go for dinner. Maybe you're setting a boundary at work. And you say, I think we should do this. Or, is that okay with you? Or maybe if it's not too much trouble? Now, you feel weak, you feel unsure, like maybe you're asking for permission, being too pushy, too demanding. But let me ask you something important. Permission from who? Permission according to who? This tone is not about politeness, it's about you, about your doubt in your own voice, your doubt in your own right. Insecure people can't handle stating a fact. It makes them feel like they're being aggressive. So they try to soften the blow. They try to make their statement sound like a question. They say, I think we should go, with the voice going up at the end, like they're asking a question. But here's the truth. Nobody tells you to turn your statement into a question. You are just too afraid to be definite. Your certainty is too scary for your own comfort. Your truth is too loud for your fear. And instead of standing by your word, instead of owning your decision, you try to ask for approval. So what do you say? Drop the pitch and say, we are going here. Or say, I don't want to do that. Keep it simple, keep it flat, keep it downward. Do not raise your voice at the end. Do not give them the chance to say no, because you don't need to ask, you don't need to beg, you don't need to sound like a child so someone else feels like the parent. Real leaders do not ask if they can lead. They step up and they direct the energy. Insecure people, they want validation, approval, permission. Do not listen to the fear. Be flat, be firm, speak down. And this might sting the most. You get a compliment. You did something good. You look good today. Maybe someone says, "Hey, nice shirt." Maybe someone says, "Great job on that presentation." Maybe someone says, "You look really happy." And you look at them and say, "Oh, this old thing? It was on sale. It's nothing special." At first, this sounds humble, like you're just being modest, but listen closer, pay attention. You did not say thank you. You did not say, "I appreciate that." You immediately rejected the compliment. Why? Because insecure people cannot accept praise. They cannot accept that they are worthy, that they look good, that they did well. It breaks their brain. It doesn't match the small picture of themselves they have in their mind. So they search for a reason to throw it away, a reason to make it small, anyone except them. And this habit is dangerous because it trains people to stop complimenting you. It makes you think, maybe I'm not that good. Maybe it really is just luck. You start downplaying your own value. You start pushing away love. But stop right now. Yes, maybe it was on sale. Maybe it was easy for you, and that's fine. But the compliment, that was a gift. The praise, that was for you. The moment, that was yours. So look them in the eye and say thank you. No long explanation, just confidence, just acceptance. Or say, "I'm glad you noticed. I like it too." Own your value. Claim your shine. Take the compliment, because real confidence says, "I am worthy." They say, "Thank you for noticing." Insecure people say, "Oh, it's nothing." They say, "Don't look at me." See the difference? One accepts the love, one rejects it. Do not let anyone reject your worth. So, here's what you do now. When you catch these 5 signs, don't panic, don't get defensive. Just pause, take a breath, and ask yourself one question. Am I shrinking or am I standing tall? Because that's the real difference. Confidence expands. Insecurity pulls you down. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. You'll spot insecurity from far away and you'll correct yourself, not by being fake, but by being aware, by staying calm. Because confidence says more about you than them. So keep standing, keep holding, keep speaking. And when the doubt tries to creep in, smile, stay still, and keep moving forward. Your confidence does not need an apology. You're doing great. Keep going. Now, hit that like button, subscribe, and tell me in the comments which sign you need to work on most. See you in the next one.